Hello and welcome back. Today's video is me giving you my thoughts on the Luton versus Plymouth game. The game ended 1-1 and as you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm not happy, I'm angry. I walked away from the stadium and I've completely lost belief in these group of players. I've lost belief in this football club that we can stay up in the Championship. I do not care how many games are left this season. These group of players have proven that they can't win games of football. And that's a big problem. You need to win games of football if you want to stay up in a division. And I mean this with no disrespect to Plymouth. Player to player, we have a better side, but they are a much better team than us. And we should be beating a side that is 23rd in the Championship if we want to stay up in the Championship. And we failed to do so. For me, this result is more impactful because the players would have had so much confidence if they would have won the game. Now, if you're unable to beat a side that's 23rd in the league, what does that do to your confidence? The confidence is gone. If we had any, it's gone. And to be fair, we've got such a losing mentality. These group of players are probably celebrating the fact that we've actually got a draw and we haven't lost the game of football, because that's where their mentality is at. They find it acceptable that drawing games like this is a normal. We've spent 14 months losing games of football. 14. That's far too long. And we're going to lose more games of football because these group of players do not have enough fight in them. They don't have a plan B. They don't know how to use their football brains. They don't know how to do basic defending. They don't know how to be clinical in front of goal. They don't know how to win games of football. They don't know how to do anything. So how can I believe in these group of players? How can I? We're the only side in the Championship this season that hasn't been able to build a run of form. We haven't gone on a good run of form. It's not happened this season, and I can't see it happening. Plymouth today, their game plan worked extremely well. 11 players behind the ball. They won their battles, especially in the air. They won so many battles in the air, and we just kept lumping the ball to him for 98 minutes. We even carried on lumping the ball to him when we had Brown and Ali on the pitch. Two players that want the ball on the feet. We're deciding to, yeah, you know what? Because lumping the ball all game has clearly been working for us. Let's keep doing it. And yeah, we carried on doing it. And Plymouth, yet again, kept winning that ball in the air. They defended well in their numbers. They were celebrating when they were clearing the ball away. They were celebrating when their keeper made a good save. They were, especially when we had the ball out wide, they were defending in numbers. They did not want us to put the ball into the box. They made it so tough for us, and fair play to them. And even when we were moving the ball quickly, they were fouling us, tactical fouls. They were slowing the game down when they needed to slow the game down. They were willing to take a yellow card for the team when stopping us on a counter-attack. That's when we were most dangerous, when we were moving the ball quickly. We were causing them all sorts of problems. Plymouth didn't like it when we were running at them. They didn't want that to happen. They rather we just kept lumping it, and we played to that game plan. How stupid of our players to keep lumping the ball in the air. Why are we so stupid as a football club? Why are we so stupid to carry on playing that way when it wasn't working? And the only way it was working and we were breaking through that Plymouth backline was moving the ball quickly, was, you know, using a bit of pace, being direct. I just don't get these group of players. I just don't get it. I can't believe how stupid they were. You've got ball playing midfielders like Asgard and Walsh. Well, Asgard in particular spent large portions of the game not in it because we would keep lumping it forward. He wants the ball to feet. He wants to move the ball quickly. We just don't have it. We don't have it in us. We just don't have it anymore. We just don't. There isn't a clear way of how we want to play. Matt Bloomfield does not want to play like this. I know he doesn't want to play like this. Whatever your thoughts are about him as the Luton Town manager, you might think he was the wrong appointment. You're probably right in saying that. But the issue was we allowed a man in Rob Edwards to have too much time at the football club. We should have sacked him in November. We've allowed a man who was defeated. He was a defeated man when we lost 5-1 against Middlesbrough. We should have let him go. And we allowed him to continue, and we allowed this losing mentality to continue, and we kept losing games of football for another 2 more months. And then what we had to do was we had to make a decision in January, which was the wrong time to do it, and bring in Matt Bloomfield in. And then we brought in players. It was all the wrong decisions. It should have been done a lot sooner. Yes, the summer transfer window was appalling. We should have done better. We should have brought more players through the door. We didn't do that. But these players are meant to be proven championship players, and they're not proving it. And they've showed me time and time again this season that they do not have the fight. Plymouth showed more fight than they did. They've showed to me that they just don't want to be here anymore. And they are, I guess, accepting losing games of football. They don't know how to win games of football, and that's the worry. That is the biggest worry in all of this. They just don't know how to win. And the only way for this football club to start winning games of football again is if you actually remove all these group of players. And I can't wait for them all to go in the summer. I do not want any of them at this football club anymore. Why would I want a player that's not willing to fight for the shirt, that's willing to put their bodies on the line? We've got a player in our team that gets injured when he has a shot at goal because he's made of glass, and that's Baptiste. What a pathetic player he is. Don't care if that's harsh. I don't care. He's made of glass. How can you hurt yourself having a shot at goal? You obviously didn't warm up correctly. You obviously used the wrong technique. You're a professional footballer. For crying out loud, sort yourself out. You've been an absolute embarrassment. You were meant to be our statement signing of the summer. You were meant to be this player that wanted to play, football every single week. And you've just been a walking injury. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And he isn't the only one. There's been plenty of others that are just as pathetic as them. But I haven't even spoken about the game, I guess the starting 11, it was the correct decision to only make the one change. Morris was ill. Nordas comes in. I thought Nordas played well. I really did. Considering where his match fitness is at, I thought he'd done quite well to play in the amount of minutes he did, and also the impact he had on the game. He won a fair bit in the air, but for me, we went long far too much, in my opinion. He should have scored after 5 minutes. That was a clear header at goal. He needed to hit the target there. But then in the first half, what else did we create in the first half? I can't think of anything we did in the first half. I thought the balls into the box, Plymouth defended them extremely well. They did their marking correctly, and they dealt with us. And I can understand why Plymouth are where they are, because a side that has a much better quality than what we've currently got, if they had the same opportunities than what we had, they take them. Like a Leeds United, for example, if they had the chances which we had, they take them quite easily, because we should have scored a couple more. We should have scored a couple of goals from the chances which we did create. Brown in the second half should have scored the header, which was after his first goal. Nice actual bit of move that was, when we moved the ball quickly. Nordas won the flick on. Brown ran in behind and beat the goalkeeper to it and put us 1-0 up. Plymouth actually should have gone 1-0 up in the game. It was not offside. I've seen a screen grab of it. The player timed his run quite well. It was actually a poor official decision. It should have counted. And that goal, if you look back at it, the communication between Bell and our goalkeeper is so poor. Our goalkeeper, I don't know what he's doing, allows the ball to bounce. It's just awful. It's just awful. And I'm going to praise Plymouth again in the second half. So we're 1-0 up in the game. We've got McGuinness, who's just had a knock. He's off the pitch. You want to think that, right, we need to be a little bit organised. We're down to 10 men for a period of time. We need to be alerted. We need to be reading the game. We need to clear our lines and just do the basics correctly. What do? We are slow to react. Plymouth smelled blood. They did a quick throw in. We didn't even pay attention. We're too slow to react. We're too slow to close them down. They put in a fantastic ball into the box. And what is Amari Bell doing? He's ball watching. He isn't looking at the Plymouth player that's running in behind him. And that Plymouth player has a free header at goal. And he equalises it. And he equalises to make it 1-1. Plymouth were happy with a point. For them, it's happy days if they get a point. They can focus about winning their home games. They don't have to focus about winning away. If they pick up any point away from home, It's a bonus. They've got one of the worst away records in the Championship. We're just as bad, but they walked away with a point away from home. But they did the basics correctly today. Yes, they did give us 1 or 2 chances, which we should have done better with. But apart from that, they did a lot of stuff right today, and we were unable to do anything. It was not a good performance, and I wasn't really bothered about the performance. I just wanted the result. But we were unable to even get that. How are we going into this game against Watford on Sunday with this mentality, with this lack of fighting spirit? We're going to get absolutely thumped. It's going to be an absolute miracle that we get anything against Watford. It's a must not lose game, but I can't even see us getting a draw. I'm done. I'm done with this group of players, but I'm going on Sunday. I'm going on Sunday. I don't even know why. I don't know why. It's the only game to actually look forward to because it's a derby. But apart from that, once that game's done and after we get beat 3 or 4-0, that's it. The season's dead. The season's done. I want it all finished. I can't see these group of players stepping up. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm so angry. I really am so angry, man. What a poor season it's been. It's been one of the worst seasons I've witnessed in a very long time. And I know we've had bad moments. And I know we've had it, good for a couple years, but no one expected this. No one expected this. Fair enough. If we had a, bottom half Championship season, so be it. At least we're not going down. But to have back-to-back relegations, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. These group of players, I can't wait for them to go. And that's where I'm going to end it. Drop a like, comment your thoughts about the game. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you'd like to become a member, the link is in the description below. You hear more thoughts like this. And yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video, which I've got to motivate myself to make, which is 5 things which we learnt from the game. Don't know how to win any games of football. There you go, 10. I'm lost. Head's gone. See you tomorrow.